Wicked for Good is a perfect example of how, when you are adapting a material from one type of entertainment to another, whether it's from book to screen or from stage to film, Wicked for Good is proof to me that change is not always a bad thing. Wicked the musical has a notoriously weaker second half of it. And I seem to be a minority in the fan base because I actually like the second act. Wicked for Good, in my opinion, improves a lot upon the second act. So, even though I don't think the second act of Wicked is weak, I understand why other people think it is. Defying Gravity is a show-stopping number, and Wicked for Good didn't have that to rely on. So they wrote some new songs for it, apparently. There were a lot of new songs in this movie that are not in the Broadway show. There's No Place Like Home was honestly my favorite out of the new ones. I thought that was an extremely intelligent song to write into the musical to really tie it into The Wizard of Oz. And here's the thing when it comes to original songs in Broadway film adaptations, they usually suck. One of the worst, in my opinion, is the one that they added into Les Mis. That song was just such a fucking Oscar bait, and it didn't work. They did not get an Oscar win for that song. And the same with the original song added to Cats. Sorry, Taylor Swift, you're not as good of a film songwriter as Lady Gaga. Star is Born is seriously still one of the best soundtracks to a film ever. And I didn't even like that movie, but the soundtrack, I can't deny, is amazing. Problem with original songs in Broadway musical adaptations is that there's a reason those songs aren't in the Broadway show, usually. It fucks with the pace. It brings the story to a halt most of the time. With the second act of Wicked being notoriously weak, this was a great opportunity to add original songs, and I'm glad they took that opportunity. I'm also glad that they reprised a lot of the songs from the first act, because I think that was also something that Wicked's second act was always missing. I mean, we always had the reprisal of I'm Not That Girl, but it needed more. And I'm really glad that Wicked for Good took that opportunity. And while it wasn't my favorite original song for the film, Glinda's Pink Bubble moment, the Pink Bubble song, was absolutely necessary. Because the Broadway musical doesn't really show when she shifts back to being on Elphaba's side, or why. It's just kind of a stark change. But they really gave Glinda that emotional development, and I loved that. But unfortunately, as good as these original songs are, they're not going to win the Oscar. I'm sorry, Sinners and Golden, that's too steep competition. Any other year, they would have won. It's obviously going to be either K-pop Demon Hunters or Sinners. You can't beat either of those. You're not that good. I mean, that's